For centuries, a practice known as the Hukilau helped feed Hawaii's seashore villages. An expert fisherman, one with a knowledge of the tides, currents, the ocean floor, and fish habits, would find a vantage point from which to search the bay for schools of fish. Once he spotted a school, he'd quickly alert his family and friends, who would then run through the villages shouting, "Hukilau! Hukilau!" Able villagers would leave their work or recreation and head for the beach. To carry home the catch afterwards, they'd bring baskets and sacks, carefully concealed, for they believed that if fish saw the containers, they'd swim back out to deep sea.
Hukilau means pool. Huki, pool. Pull the lau and the net inshore, pool. So, when you begin that, you have to have the community to come down together and do things together as a family to hooky this net and bring the net inshore with the fish inside the net. And that's what it means. Hukilau is to pull the net with the lau.
With the advent of modern fishing techniques, the Hukilau had faded from everyday life on the islands. But an inspiring set of circumstances sparked its comeback and eventually contributed to the creation of the Polynesian Cultural Center. In 1947, the Laia congregation of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints decided a new chapel for worship purposes was needed. Their previous chapel had burnt down and due to the constraints of World War II, hadn't been rebuilt. To cover construction costs, a substantial amount of money was required, a difficult task for people who lived in poverty.
You know, Hukilau, they did that just to get their fish and then they decided, hey, people would come and just watch and said, hey, we should charge them for coming to watch, and that's how it started, you know.
This was the answer because we had such a beautiful beach down there at the Hukilau, and it was just like a natural way for us to raise money to build another chapel. The first Hukilau was scheduled for January, typically a rainy month on the island. But the congregation's determination to get fundraising underway was resolute, and their faith that God would calm the weather was firm. After struggling to distribute and sell tickets in Honolulu, the congregation was elated when on January 31st, 1948, nearly 2,000 people arrived for the festivities. And interestingly, the rain that had poured continually throughout the previous several days halted early that morning. The clouds parted and the sun shone.
It was very busy the night before too. People were there all the time because the activity did not only include preparing for the Hukilau, we also went down to the sand to pick up sand crabs to eat after our work was done.
Most visitors found that first Hukilau's menu quite distasteful, according to Viola Kawahigashi, who first suggested holding the event and became its chief proponent. The foods that were served at the Hukilau were, of course, kalua pig, sweet potato, haupia, lomi salmon, he'eluau, that's squid with the green leaves from the taro and coconut milk inside. Of course, poi. And that was one thing in all the years that we did the Hukilau, the tourists never liked poi, and still to today they don't care for poi as much. However, all enjoyed the program of Hawaiian and Samoan song and dance presented on the beach, and many good-naturedly participated in pulling the fish-laden Hukilau nets to shore.
The tourists were so happy. They were just like a family living in Laia for generation. And they just went there and grabbed hold of the lau and started holding and start pulling. And when Hamana come by, he said, oh, wait, don't pull. Wait till I tell you pull. Then all the tourists were there, oh, okay, fishermen, okay. So they stand by, and suddenly after that, when Hamana said, hooky, they all standing, they didn't know what hooky means. So Hamana explained to them, hooky means pull, pull.
They enjoyed so much to be able to pull that net in. And when they saw the fish, they were more excited than anything. It was really one of the nicest things about our luau, that Hukilau. We had this one group that was called the Makua group, and they were the older Hawaiian women. And they sat on the ground and they'd do a song, and every verse they'd use a different implement. This is the rocks, 2 for each hand. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now this is called kala'au, and it nani ka valalai lalai lai kuaivi nani a lahai lalai lai. That's just how we do it. Da 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 tam ta 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 ta. The uli uli. Da 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 dam da da da. Same dances we did in the 40s and on, we're still doing it today. An island songwriter among the crowd that experienced that first Hukilau was so impressed with the festivities that he composed a now world-famous song, and it became the musical theme of our yearly Hukilaus.
Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. Everybody loves that Hukilau, where the lau is the cow at the big luau. We throw our nets out into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. What a wonderful day for fishing, the old Hawaiian way. All the Hukilau nets go swishing down in old Laie Bay. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. Everybody loves an Hukilau, where the lau is the cow at the big luau. We throw our nets out into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau.
There is no director to say, stop, you're doing it wrong, go back, or something like that. It was just a continuity of who we were and how we lived, and that's how we entertained.
Hamana Kalili had his fingers cut off through an accident, so it was like this, and he is the one that portrayed King Kamehameha in our program, and he was the one that always did that. We'd always say, hey, Hamana!
He was underneath water and he trying to put the fish in the bag or whatever. And the shark came by while the fish is in his hand. The shark bite the fish and bite his hand and bite his finger off. And that's what the story was. So he didn't get no finger right in half. So his fingers came like that. And then that's how the second sign came in from Laia, and that's from Hamana Kalili.
As Viola Kawahigashi reviewed the collected funds of that first Hukilau, she recalled offering a silent prayer.
Thank thee, Heavenly Father, thou hast carried us through this day. Thank thee for the multitude who came, and thank thee for the first sunny day of January.
It took us years to raise the money. And when they finally told us that we had raised enough money, we had a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. We thank the Lord for helping us to raise the money for a new chapel. The chapel was finally built, yet the Hukilaus continued as a means to furnish the building and raise additional funds. In time, that Hukilau concept developed into the world-renowned Polynesian Cultural Center. The 42-acre center showcases the traditions, history, and hospitality of 7 South Pacific cultures.
Fiji!
Marquesas,
Haiti!
Tonga,
Hawaii! Samoa! Aotearoa!
The Polynesian Cultural Center, Hawaii's #1 paid visitor attraction, hosting nearly 1 million people per year and over 26 million since 1963, is widely regarded as the world's most successful cultural theme attraction. In the villages representing these 7 island cultures, ancient customs continue much to the delight of those numerous visitors. Natives make cloth by pounding bark, jewelry out of leaves, stories with their hands, buildings without nails, and messages with drums. Visitors enjoy attending cultural demonstrations. They can also mingle with islanders as they reenact legends and wedding ceremonies, create fire from coconuts, twirl poi balls, carve tiki figures, climb coconut trees in bare feet, and recreate the royal ceremony of early luau's, including the traditional custom of roasting a pig in an imu, the Hawaiian word for underground oven. In short, many of the same activities that occurred at La'ia's original Hukilaus are still presented in the Polynesian Cultural Center every day. Music, especially native drumming, is experienced firsthand. The intriguing history of ancient transoceanic navigation is detailed as well. In return for their participation at the center, student performers and employees receive scholarships and financial aid from the adjacent Hawaii campus of Brigham Young University. Without it, in many cases, a college education would not be possible.
I get an education that I cannot get in Tahiti, for example.
And you don't only just learn about the cultures of Polynesia, but you also learn about other cultures. And that's one benefit of attending BYU.
Nearly 30,000 BYU Hawaii students from over 60 nations have helped finance their college education while working at the center. Besides the approximately 700 student employees, the PCC boasts nearly 300 full-time employees. In addition, the nonprofit center has contributed more than $150 million in direct and indirect funds to BYU Hawaii since 1963, making it one of the nation's leading corporate sponsors of education. Today, other than a white sign in the parking lot, all evidences of La'ia's original Hukilaus have vanished. But the spirit of the Hukilau has not disappeared. It is alive and well in the villages of the Polynesian Cultural Center, where today Polynesians still pull together with visitors to create an unforgettable experience.
Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. Everybody loves that Hukilau, where the laulau is the kaukau at the big luau. We throw our nets out into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. What a wonderful day for fishing, the old Hawaiian way. All the Hukilau nets go swishing down in old Laie Bay. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau, a Hukilau. Everybody loves a Hukilau, where the laulau is.